Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Good night, love.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty? Dust everywhere. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. Our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was, far out. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her... There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. These keys are for the cabin and the car. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to "Every cabin needs one." The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though. Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. "Come, love, with peace in your heart," said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? She made this with her own hands. She was really good. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. I feel like I don't even have the strength to live. What once gave me so much. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Why? I might just as well. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once. I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck. Her firm bottom. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. This table has seen. I sure hope she comes back soon. It's different. But that just... It can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an... My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it... Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. I didn't cook much for her, always so worried about my stuff. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I'll torture myself trying to remember. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I'm too upset to even think straight. It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
I should just destroy this useless junk, but not even the venom inside me gives me strength. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad, angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening. No, I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I hate her so much. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me.
Dearest, how do I... And then you... Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Why torture myself trying to remember? A part of me still thinks you'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron. I hate her so much. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I'm too upset to even think straight. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I could. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset. I hate all of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, there's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? Too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. All of these... I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to... Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I hate her so much. All of These pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time?
Fire will do it.
It's been months since you...
Fire will do it.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
My God. What is this? It can't... It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember.
We had a plan. I took measures to...
It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered.
Don't worry.
A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan.
Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream.
You couldn't help your damn
I should electrocute myself with that lamp.
now. The bulldozers...
We used to have some sleeping pills here.
Don't worry.
They're gone.
All covered. We spent much time.
I'd give anything for a bottle of scotch. Is
Fire
this
will do it.
purgatory? My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment? I wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me. Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest.
Don't worry. It's all
To hell with this book.
We spent much time here.
I don't need to see that horror any better. Is there someone out there, or am I hearing things? I'm not taking any chances by turning this on. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. What have I done? I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose.
Don't worry.
This rug,
All covered.
I could wrap the body in it. No, I can't. I can't even think about this. It's grotesque. Red like blood. Yellow like dead eyes. Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds? I've really gone insane this time, haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer? Would death be guaranteed if I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. No light. Only darkness. Dust. Only dust. Will I see another dawn after this long night? I'd do anything to forget, to be able to focus on something. Just read again. Anything other than... Dear God. When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair when I... They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp, streaming behind you in your wake. Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but now I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now, this is real. No dream was ever like this. I can't touch it. It was hers. What did I do to my love? She's not coming back. She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it? It smells sour and musty, like decay, evidence. Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this. I didn't deserve her. Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it. What's happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? Wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills I never took? Is this my punishment?
We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now.
With a twist of wind, Oisin fell hard on his homeland ground. You and me both, my warrior poet. You and me both. I read somewhere, I forget where, only one way a fairy romance can end. There's only one way anything can end, really.
I sit here on the train, taking...
It might as well be a coffin. Everything within it is just dead. I should bury my sorry self in it. All those memories. I'm so sorry, Serena. I loved you.
Don't worry, it's all covered. He spent much time.
I must have taken her ring off when... Why is it in this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? In sickness and in health, until death do us part. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. I have to breathe normally. My face. What's happened to my face?
It's all covered.
Is this my punishment? It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along, until I took her life. I am a demon, a destroyer, impure. Dead, worm-eaten wood. The many times we sat here, so many. To think there would ever be a last time. The dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer. I'm getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense. Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this. I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing. If only I had died of high blood pressure, at least she would be random associations. I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like hours. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel. What have I done?
But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry.
Oh,
All covered.
is this
He spent much
how I
time
did it?
here.
I should bash my skull in with this right here, right now. There's no point in going on. If only Serena hadn't missed me back then. I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point.
How stupid this was. We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much
Just
time
words. This is
not
not life.
Will do it.
All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance. That night, the night we had that fight, this is where she told me. What a damn fool I was.
Don't walk away from me. Don't you fucking care anymore? Stop. Get back here.
She was right. I wasn't good enough for her.
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Do you think they will buy it after all this?
There's no point.
Fire will do it.
No point at all.
Fire.
The more I look at this, the more it feels like an electric chair. I won't see her sitting on this chair ever again. I just don't know how to cope.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene. Oh shit! We forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.